Hello everyone, Rowan Mithril here once again, and just as a quick break, I'm going to show you a bit of the Touhou game Shoot the Bullet. My friend Kit got me into these Touhou games. They're actually pretty fun and addictive. This one's a bit special. Instead of the usual stable of characters, you instead play as this girl on the right here. Her name is Aya Shamemaru. Yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, I'm not even going to pretend I'm playing this real time. Real time and bullet hell do not mix. So instead I'm going to be showing you replays of some of my favorite spell cards that I've gone through. We will start with Kane Kamishirasawa, a history teacher slash half-beast. We'll start with this card, which is called Light Sign Amaterasu. I just call it Starburst, you'll see why. Now, unlike most of these kinds of games, you don't shoot back at the enemy. Instead, you're trying to take pictures of them for Aya's newspaper. The story doesn't really tell you why, it just basically says that the only one who knows why she wants these pictures is Aya herself. The photo only counts if you manage to take a picture of the boss with it. Also, any bullets captured in the shot, they get taken away and give you a little more room to maneuver. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the camera charge to do that. Yeah, as you can see there, I failed that picture. I didn't quite get her in there. And success. Next, another of her cards. I just call this one Light Show for obvious reasons. It's apparently called Hollyhock Sign Mito no Mitsukuni. Dig that crazy laser light show. Kane's cards are actually pretty tough. She loves to just fill the air with all those lasers and extra shots and everything. Now, as you take photos, you actually can get extra points by doing things like getting yourself in the photo, having a big enough number of a certain color of shot in the photo, and if you can get that star pattern they make behind them in the photo, that's extra points as well. The basic objective is in each stage you have to take a certain number of photos of the enemy. In this case, this one you have to take 7 photos of Kane. One more to go. And there we go. Next, let's go with the vampire Remilius Scarlet. This one I call Bloodstorm. The apparent real title is Devil Sign Worlden Nightmare. As you can see from the little marks on the left side of the screen, you only need 3 photos in this one. What makes it tough is she spends the first part of the fight completely invisible, so you cannot take photos of her. You have to wait for the screen to flash red. That signifies that she's back. That's what I was talking about there, sometimes just having to sacrifice the camera charge in order to get through something. And there she is. Now, one thing to point out is that you can focus to make the camera charge faster, but if you do that, it does make you travel slower. And that's all 3. Next up is the cat familiar Chen. God, she's adorable. However, she's a bit hyper. She pretty much just tries to crash into you. However, she does follow definitive patterns in this one. It's just called Cat Monster Chen. For obvious reasons, I refer to it as Hyper Cat. The only thing she does between photos to make it a little tougher is she adds more shots to her little beams there. But they're so closely packed together that it doesn't really make much of a difference. They're still just as easy to dodge, really. Just 1 photo to go. Did I mention Chen is freaking adorable? Good, let's move on. Next we have Hongmei Ling, aka Hongmei Rin, aka China, because apparently a lot of people can't remember her real name. This one doesn't have a real name, but I call it Rainbow Kick. Once she makes her kicks there, she releases a flurry of rainbow-colored shots. it's best to wait until she gets close for a kick when you're fully charged, and then take a picture there so you can absorb the entire kick. Not only does it make it a little easier to maneuver around, but this part, I'm not sure if I'm just imagining it, but it seems like if you absorb a lot of shots into one photo, it makes the camera charge a bit faster. I could be wrong on that, but that's the way it seems to me. Just one more. And there. Next we have probably my favorite of the Touhou characters, the Genius of the Moon, Eren Yagokoro. I mainly call this one Nurse Star just because Eren herself is a nurse, but the real name is Secret Elixir Lunar Incense. This one's actually very tricky. You do not want to cross those yellow beams at all. As for the big green shots, they're deceptive in their hitboxes. As long as you don't hit the actual green part, you're pretty much safe. The big white border, that actually, it's okay if you get near that, I think. Yeah, it doesn't seem to hurt you. But they can still close in pretty quickly and cause problems, mainly just from how many there are. This one gets crazy fast. As you can see, there was a moment of panic of too many bullets, make them go away. It also gets hectic since you need a total of 8 photos in this one to win, but there it is. And finally, one last one to show off. This one belongs to the scholar Patchouli Knowledge. I call it Water Jet, but the real name is Water and Fire Sign, Phlogistic Rain. Most of Patchouli's cards are actually kind of fun. They sort of seem more like puzzles. You have to get just the right spot to take the picture so that otherwise unavoidable attacks can be gotten through. In this case, you have to take the picture right when the streams converge. That gives you enough of a gap that you can get through them before they cycle back around. This is one of the few where it didn't seem like it got harder between photos, but it was still an interesting challenge. And for now, that's about all, I think. Just thought I'd show you something different from Mega Man. This is a very fun game. I highly recommend it if you can find it. So, yeah, I hope this was an enjoyable video. No worries, I will be getting on to Mega Man 6 fairly soon. Until then, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.